What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. We're Generation Pips with another weekly Forex analysis video. I'm Eli. Grab your coffee. Let's go ahead and hit these charts. All right, so we're going to look at a lot of USD pairs before we get to some of the minors. First is going to be USD CAD. On a weekly time frame, we can see that price did have this resistance area where price was shooting to the downside. We recently broke out of that a couple weeks ago, and it looks like we're starting to make a pullback back into this area. So what I'm going to do is drop down to the daily time frame and get a better look at that pullback. So on a daily, we can see that price had a nice bullish trend and it recently broke through this last daily low. So what I'll be doing going on the 4-hour time frame this week, looking for an entry, is potentially to see if we can get a 4-hour pullback back into this area. And if so, I'll wait for a short opportunity to go back down to that weekly area. And that's going to be USD CAD going into this week. All right, so next up on our list is going to be USD CHF. On a weekly time frame, we can see that price is actually ranging, which means price is just moving sideways, right? And just to give a breakdown of what that is, that just means price is hitting a resistance area and is shooting to the downside, and then price is bouncing off some area of support where buyers are stepping in, and it's going back up to that resistance area. And that's pretty much what we've been seeing for pretty much the last 2 years on USD CHF. So now we're going to dive into the daily time frame to see if we can get a possible short opportunity and see if price will repeat itself. Dropping down to the daily time frame, we can see that price is in this nice daily uptrend with this last daily low that is currently sitting right in here. So this week we'll wait to see if price can get a daily closure below this low and then a pullback on a 4-hour time frame to give us an entry back down to potentially this daily low down here. And that's going to be USD CHF going into this week. What we're going to look at is going to be Great Britain Pound CHF. And here on the weekly time frame, we can see that price has a very big support area down here. Some of you guys may call this demand, but price tapped back into this and pushed to the upside. And since then, price has pretty much been in a nice channel going up and down. And we recently started seeing that price has been in consolidation. We've taken a couple of winners here in the last couple of weeks if you watch some of the videos in the past. So drop this down to the daily time frame. We can get a closer look at that consolidation, right? And so what we're trying to do now is to see if price will repeat itself, hold up resistance, and then shoot back down to the downside, back down to that support, right? So we can clearly see that price did not close above this resistance zone, and we're making a closure back below that area. So what I would like to see on the 4-hour time frame where I like to do my entries is see if one price gets a nice breakdown of here and a pullback back into this area, give me a nice entry, whether that's a bearish pin bar, bearish engulfing, evening star, and then potentially take an entry back down to that support. And that's going to be Great Britain Pound CHF going into this week. All right, so the last two pairs we're going to look at are going to be both Euro pairs and very similar setups for sells going into this week. So Euro AUD, we can see on the weekly time frame that we have this resistance where price is failing to just break above here. We had one break before, but it was a fake out and price failed to continue to go higher. And then down here at the bottom, we can see that we've had support and support. So this is going to be an area that I'm trying to target going into this week. So dropping this down to the daily time frame where I like to look at my current structure, we can see that price failed to break down here and maintain, but we are breaking back down potentially this week. So what I'll wait for is a closure back below this low and a retest back here on the 4-hour time frame to take a short opportunity back down to that weekly support. And that's going to be Euro AUD going into this week. All right, so for our last pair of the week, we're going to be looking at Euro NZD here on the weekly time frame, very similar to the last pair. We have price chilling at resistance here, and we are looking for a nice short opportunity going into this week, especially after last week had a nice bearish pin bar closing candle. So dropping down to the daily time frame, we can see that price is having this low down here that we would like to see a breakdown and a retest on the 4-hour to give us a nice entry back into this daily level of support. And that's going to be all that we have for this week. So thank you guys for tuning into this week's analysis video. For more content, follow us on Instagram. That's going to be at GenerationPips. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you really enjoyed the content. And drop your comments below. We'd love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for next week's analysis. And as always, happy trading.